focus on the whole range. Nice stretch. Come up, hard squeeze. Keep the tension there the whole time. All right, everything you need to know about technique, emphasis, and tension, and just the structure of how you want to work out your chest. There's going to be different workouts that focus on different parts of the range, right? For example, if you're on a bench press or a dumbbell press, you're focusing more on the stretch, on the lengthening part of the muscle. When you come up with dumbbell or even a barbell and you try to squeeze at the top, you can literally do the same fucking thing if you squeeze up against a wall and squeeze. It's the same amount of resistance. All right. For example, if you're on a fly, here you can squeeze because where the line of resistance is coming from outward, so you're able to squeeze and actually get more of a resistance the heavier the weight. All right. So just like every workout that you see me start, focus more on the squeeze, right, on the contraction, because that part is harder to really fatigue over the lengthening, and it just makes the lengthening part. And again, this theory is based more towards growth, right? If you're just trying to get stronger, you don't have to fully fatigue the shortening, which is a contraction part of any muscle group. So here I'm gonna demonstrate 2 activation sets, 2 working sets. Ladies, if you're not trying to grow your chest, all you really need is the 2 activation sets. So make sure your feet is adjusted to wherever your grip is. It aligns with the middle of your chest, not too low, not too high. I personally like to start with this outside grip and make sure the clips are far back enough to where when you go back, it fully lengthens without racking. All right, so here I'm gonna get a nice little stretch, probably about a second or two pause. Come up, hard squeeze, another second or two pause. And this is how I'm gonna start my activation for chest. Just focus on the whole range. Nice stretch. Come up, hard squeeze. Keep the tension there the whole time. So as you're going back, it's almost like you're still pushing forward, right? Because if you're just letting it go, that's all momentum. But if you're going back and you're still trying to push it forward, that's you controlling the weight and keeping the emphasis on the working muscle. All right, so just get some nice activation on that chest muscle. First activation set. I'm gonna go for one more. And you can literally start as light as you want, right? If you have a weak chest, if you have, a lot of wear and tear in your elbows or your shoulders, you can start a little lighter. All right, me personally, I've been able to recover all of my shoulder and elbow, I wouldn't say injuries, but issues that I've had in the past. So I'm fresh to go. I can start a little bit heavier. All right, so second activation set. I can increase a bunch of weight. Just trying to get a bigger squeeze. As a matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is grip it from here now, so I can get a better squeeze. All right, and then another thing you guys want to know is drop your shoulders. All right, drop your shoulders is gonna allow you to squeeze it even more. Right, because if they're just loose, your shoulders, your chest won't be able to squeeze as much. And then you want to almost pin your scapula against that pad, right? And as you go back, not only are your shoulders pinned down, but they're a little back, so it's gonna allow you to get even more of a squeeze. Yeah, so you're gonna want to go for anywhere in between 12 to 15, but I'm definitely feeling it. I'm not sure if it's because of the weight or I'm losing count because I'm talking to you guys, right? Just get intentional with what you're doing here in the gym. This is perfect, perfect place to come and really feel out your body. Learn what the fuck you're actually capable of, right? Feel what your joints are doing when you're moving. It just forces you to be present. You know how in meditation they tell you focus on the breath, focus on any feel in your body, what itches, right? What do you like? That's forcing you to be present. You do the same shit with exercise. As you're going through the motions, you can ask yourself, what is it that I feel? Is my shoulder hurting? You have to put the timer on. Make sure you guys put the timer on the app. I'm gonna go for about a minute and a half in total, but I'm probably been talking for about 30 seconds already. So after some time, you start to go off a feel. You know when you've rested too long. You know when it's like the optimal time to get back in there, and you know sometimes when you're going in a little too early. You guys know me. All right, so again, ladies, if you're still listening to this and you want to grow your chest, you can continue on with this video, right? But most of the time, women just want to strengthen it. So you can go ahead and get off of this machine after your first two activation sets and get to your next workout. That's a sign on your plan. All right, so I'm ready. Let's get it. So I'm gonna go a little bit heavier now. I'm going for working sets. This is gonna be my first working set. 6 to 8 reps is what I'm going for. And I'm gonna focus more on the contraction, the squeeze, because that's the part of the range that I'm trying to fatigue. See how my shoulders are pinned down and they're kind of back. So I'm kind of like pushing myself back against the pad. Scapula's trying to hug it. 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good fucking squeeze. Shit. All right, so start the timer back up. I'm going for about another 60 to 90 seconds. And remember, guys, on your first 2 working sets, you're not supposed to go to absolute failure. And you want between 1 to 3 reps in reserve. So I probably had about 1.5 reps left. So my fucking chest blew out my body. And again, you never want to stay still, man. You want to just keep moving. Right? If you stay still, if you stay sitting down, you have your aorta vein that travels from your heart all the way down your left leg back up. If you sit down, you constrict that blood from flowing. Right? So less blood flow, less oxygen flow. It's not something you want to do. All right, I'm at a minute and 10 seconds. And I'm ready to go. So again, I'm going to keep it at the same weight because that's my sweet spot right now. I'm hitting about 6 or 7. I might go a little further on this set. Let's get it. So you always want to set up at the beginning of the workout, guys. Set up, push yourself with your feet up against the pad, pin your scapula, drop your shoulders, pin them back a little bit. Let's get to work. Ooh, shit. Let's get to work, y'all. So that's your first 2 activation sets and your first 2 working sets. Again, ladies, if you're not trying to grow your chest, you should not have completed those 2 working sets with me. Guys, we are trying to grow our chest. I mean, me personally, I'm not. My chest is over the fuck developed. But I'm definitely going to take you through the whole chest workout. An optimal chest workout where you're going to get a hell of a fucking pump. See you guys on the next workout.